Hello, hello, hello. It's Tuesday and I'm here with another card tutorial. I'm happy to be here again with all of you. Today's card I think came out really cute. It's done with a celebration stamp set, the Adorable Owl stamp set, and it is one of the stamp sets you can get for free with a $50 purchase. And I just think it's so cute. I think they titled it right because they are really adorable owls. And so I'm using the Adorable Owl stamp set, and then I'm using the Dandy Designs paper pack, which is another celebration item. Now this paper pack is actually an item you can get for free if you purchase $100 or more, and I'll show you why. So hi Amy. This is 24 card panels, so like 24 of these panels that came off of 1/3 of each of the designs. So there's 12 designs, and you get 4 pieces of paper, 12 by 12. It's an enormous pack of paper. So there's 48 pieces of 12 by 12 paper in all, and there's 12 different designs front and back, and it is just an enormous piece of pack of paper. And if I can do 24 from just 1/3 of one of the pieces, like I can't even imagine. I didn't do the math, but you can have so many different card fronts from the one pack of paper. It's amazing. And so here's just some of the patterns here that I just wanted to show you because it's very versatile. So these ones, some of the pastel-y ones I think will be really good around Easter time, and then some of the reds are really good for Valentine's, and then the greens I love for spring and like April, and they're just beautiful. They're gorgeous. And so I knew I would love making them. I think they're so fun. They scream like birthday to me as well. So I had to use this paper for, you'll probably see it a lot actually, because I really like it, and it's really good and fun I think for birthday cards, especially kids' birthday cards, which I don't do a lot of. So that's why I wanted to do this one today. So that's the Dandy Designs paper pack. You do have to make $100 purchase, which, let me tell you, isn't that hard in that beautiful catalog that we have to get it, but it's well worth it, and it's free with the $100. So you're gonna want that pack. So start making your list for earning that pack. Now, let's see, what else did we use? So I used the Adorable Owls. I used a new die set from the January to April catalog. It is called Alphabet a la Mode, and that's what I used the 4 from. And these are just, the whole alphabet, and then all the numbers and the punctuation, and some special characters in here too. And I love this set. It reminds me of those, those coffee mugs with the sassy sayings on them that have like the thin black letters. I don't remember the brand name, but this set, when they're cut out, remind me of that style. And so I knew I had to get it when I saw it in the catalog. So that is also a new product, the Alphabet a la Mode dies. And then I have another set where I got these candles from. It's the dies that are the Sentiment Silhouettes dies, and they accompany the stamp set Charming Sentiments. And I wanted to show it to you because I'm not sure if I've ever showed you guys this die set before. But it goes with the Charming Sentiments stamp set, and it's someone who doesn't like to fussy cut dream die set. So it has, I should have grabbed the stamp set because I do have it, but it has all these that cut a tight die around the words. So if you don't like fussy cutting, this is your dream die set here. So but for this card, I only used the candle here and the flame. That's all I used from this whole thing was the candle and the flame. All right, and so you'll see that here. Here's the candle and the flame. All right. So that is in general what I used. Everything else you'll see as I use it. But a lot of fun things going on soon. So today is Blog Hop Day. You will have seen earlier I posted my card that I used, but go scroll on up and click on that and see what the whole crew is doing. It's Amy's Ink and Crew Blog Hop Day, and everybody has done a love themed card, and so it's perfect for inspiration for Valentine's, for your significant other or for your friends, or if you're a teacher for your students, etc. So check that out. Then today is also the last day to subscribe to the paper pumpkin, the love paper pumpkin with the heart lock and key. So if you were looking to do that, you got to do that today. And then on Thursday is my catalog launch party. It's going to be right here on the page, so you won't miss it. But if you want to see my live explanation of the party and all the stuff that's going on, you're going to want to be around at 7:30. And that's when I'll start and explain the event, and then it'll be, a bunch of posts, and then we'll wrap it up probably somewhere around 8:30. We'll wrap up the posts and everything, but I'll stick around if anybody has any questions, etc. So don't miss out on that launch party Thursday. I'm just going to be highlighting a lot of the products from the new catalog and talking about how they're doing things a little bit differently with the catalogs this year. So you're not going to want to miss it. All right, now we can get down to doing our card for today. All right, so I love this paper, and I could do the exact same card, but I decided I wanted to do a very similar card, but not the exact same thing. So I chose a different designer series paper to use with the same color scheme. So this is just another pattern from the pack. Oh, I'd love to have you tune in on Amy. Thanks. This is just another pattern from the pack, and I'm going to cut that down to size. And then I didn't want you guys to be sitting here waiting for me to die cut all these out. So I die cut them all out, and then I left one without the top on so that you could see how I did that. And then I'll do the owl and everything together. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp our image, and I'll color in our owl. Well, I'll stamp our image, and then I'll cut it out. And then I'll color in my owl, because I've done it the other way before, where I've stamped it and I've colored it and then I've messed it up on the die, and that is not fun. So I'm going to take my Memento black ink and my cute little owl with the bow tie here, and I'm going to stamp him in the middle of my basic white cardstock, and then I'm going to go behind me and cut him out. So this is, I use this a lot. You're probably sick of this die set, but it's so versatile and I love it. It's the Stylish Shapes die set. So it comes with the squares, and it comes with the circles, and then it comes with the banners that have the like cutouts at the end. So if you don't have the Stylish Shapes, get that too. Put that on your list to qualify for getting the paper and the owls, because it's well worth it. All right, here we go. I'm just going to kind of put this down to the corner here so that there's room in case the die doesn't quite work. There we go. And then here's my Stylish shaped square that I'm going to cut him out of. Put this away so I don't stick my fingers in it. And I'm just going to turn around right behind me and run this through, and I'll be right back. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments. If I don't see it live, I'll come back and answer it afterward. I love to have you live, but I'm also appreciate anyone who wants to watch on the replay. So don't be shy if you're on the replay. You can ask questions too. All right, here's our owl. And here I'm going to color him. So these are from the Natural Tones, and they're the blender pens. They don't have colors, they just have numbers. So this is SU 500 and SU 600. And if you're not familiar with our blends, they're alcohol-based markers, so they're pretty permanent, unless you have a special tool to help, which I do. And so this is the lighter one, and then this is I think this is the darker one. Yeah. So these are not exactly the same colors as I did this owl, but I figured I'd change it up a little bit. All right, so I did, now you can color your owl whatever way you want, but I did the around the eyes and the wings and the belly the same, and then did the others differently. And I'm just kind of trying to get this on here. I will show you a little trick if you make a little mess up, which I'm sure I will do because I'm not a perfect colorer. But that's the fun thing, is you don't have to be. Just gonna get it in there. One thing to know about these markers is they do bleed through a little bit. So if you're doing a project, you just want to make sure that you're not counting on the other side of the paper to be seen. Alright, just getting that in there, around the bow tie. Okay, we got the darker color there. Alright, and now I have the lighter one. I'll do the belly here. And around the eye. Yeah, I'm not sure they're necessarily lighter and darker now looking at them next to each other, but they're at least different tones. So this is the more redder tone, and the other one's more of a brown tone. These are perfect. They were designed and are perfect for coloring in people because we all have a beautiful blend of skin colors, and these work beautiful for that. And you can layer them on top of each other to make different skin tones. I have found though that I don't have a lot of stamps of people. I don't know why. They must not just strike me as stamps that I want to buy, the ones with the people as much. Alright, so now I've got my browns. And let's see, is there somewhere I can show you? Well, I'll just show you over here because I don't want to make a mistake if I didn't. But if I had made a whoopsie, I didn't know if people knew about this color lifter pen for our blenders, that you can soften a mistake with the color lifter. So I just want to show you how that works. It just lifts it up a little bit, okay? So like you can tell how that is going away. It's kind of like an eraser. So it is something that we do have if you make a little whoops and you want to soften the mistake. Maybe right here. And down here. And it just kind of lifts up the color a little bit. Now for the feet and the ears and the little beak, I'm using Daffodil Delight. Now this is just a Stampin' Right marker. It is dye-based, regular base, and the only reason why I'm using both Stampin' Right and blends is because I don't have all the Stampin' Blends colors, and I do have it in Stampin' Right, so it's not, if you have a blend, go ahead and use it, that's fine. I just don't have Daffodil Delight in a Stampin' Blend. I have all the Stampin' Right markers. Now the difference with this is this you can actually put on your stamp and stamp with, whereas the blends you cannot. All right. Next, I'm going to be coloring the eyes in Pacific Point. I gave my owl blue eyes because I have blue eyes. Though mine aren't quite like this. They aren't quite this before. And then I went with Bermuda Bay for the tie. Bermuda Bay is a little bit darker than the Coastal Cabana cardstock I'm using. So I'm using this for the bow tie and for the words. Alright, so now that we have that stamped, I'm going to grab my card base again and we'll start putting this together. Actually, I'll stamp the other image too first. That way we can put everything together all at once. So I have the It's Your Day stamp set, and I'm going to stamp this in It's Your Day sentiment. The stamp set is Adorable Owls. And I'm just going to stamp this I'm going to try to get it somewhat straight on the cardstock here, but then I'm going to cut around it on my trimmer straighter. So if it's not perfectly straight, that's okay. I got a little halo on that one because my ink pad isn't quite, it needs a little re-inking, so I pressed down a little too hard. So if you're getting a halo on your stamps, it's probably because you're either pressing too hard down on your paper or you're pressing a little too hard on your ink pad. Got that, and then let's look at this. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'll move that up. So I just cut the one side, and what I'm doing is I'm just using a straight cut, and I'm making sure that when I put my thing down, my sentiment isn't in the groove, and then I'm just cutting a straight line, just like that. And then what I want is about 2.5 long. And there I have my sentiment. Now the inspiration for this card is we're doing a sketch challenge in the Art and Soul group today, and so the sketch is sort of like this. It has 2 bars here, and then a square, and then the sentiment here. So I kind of took a little liberty in my construction of it, but I really enjoy the way it came out. Now, if you want to do fun things like blog hops and sketch challenges, you could probably find somewhere to do that as a customer, but the easiest way is to just join, because there's stuff going on all the time, and we would love to have you. So if you have any questions about joining, feel free to reach out to me. You can message me at any time, place a comment underneath this video. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. about joining. Now is one of the best times to join because they're having awesome celebration incentives. So if even if you don't think you want to, but you just wonder how it works, feel free to ask a question. All right, so right now I'm just going to cut down this card front to 4 by 5 1/4, and that's just going to give me a nice mat around in the Coastal Cabana cardstock. All right, now that we have all our pieces, I'm going to glue this last flame on. I just wanted to show you how I did that. I mean, it's pretty easy, but I wanted to show you in case. You just put a little glue dot right here on this little ball. And put that flame right on there. Easy peasy. I like how they have the little ball there, because then you know exactly where to put it. And it makes it easy. Alright. I'm going to just stick this guy to the side just a little bit while we assemble the rest of the card. Alright, first I'm just going to fold my card base. So this is, it's 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. So I call this an easel fold card. It's the exact same size as the ones I normally do. It's just the cut lines and the score is different. But it's an A2 size card, so it fits in those medium envelopes perfectly. Alright, so I burnished that so that it lies nice and flat. And I'm going to put my card base on. I just used liquid glue. Ooh, almost got that off the card this time. Alright. Look at it, make sure I don't get it on my fingers. Line that up. It just gave me a nice like eighth inch around. Push that down. Alright. Now the trickiest part of this whole card is gluing all these little pieces on. So I'm going to start with this down here. This one's easy. This one just uses Stampin' Seal. It's nice and easy. And then my owl is really easy too. So I'm just kind of going to eyeball up. I want it a little bit up off the bottom. And put that on. And then I'm going to use dimensionals for this guy. Somehow they got moved, so I got to reach for them. Here they are. Okay, I'm going to cut these in half. They last twice as long when you cut them in half. And I don't feel bad using more of them. Okay, there we go. Just make sure I'm in the camera here. My sheet moves as I create, and so sometimes the sheet moves down and I don't realize I'm off camera, so sorry about that. Alright, let's see. Oh, somehow this didn't get off the edge. Alright, here's my cute owl. And I'm putting him on just so there's a little bit around him. Okay. Alright, now for the fun, the liquid glue fun. Now, you can avoid having to use all this liquid glue if you remember to put your cardstock on your adhesive sheets before you run it through your die machine. I did not remember to do that, so I'm using liquid glue. But there is an easy fix to this to not make you have to use such a finicky glue. There's also a a more precision fine point glue in the catalog if you prefer. I just have a lot of Tombow, so that's what I use. But there is a more precision tipped one in the catalog. I've never used it though. If you're watching and you've used the precision tip glue, let me know what you think of it. Put my 4 here. And now for the candles. Alright, the way I like to do is I put a little bit up here and then I go back to it. So I just kind of pick it up and put it on each of the stripes. It just helps keep it under control. Alright. One here. So what I found was that if I put the outside ones on first, that it was easier for me to figure out where to place the inside ones. So that's why I'm putting them on in the order that I am. Then one more. I'm going to go crooked this way. Oop. One thing about when you do liquid glue like this, you really kind of got to commit or else everything gets a little shiny. But accidents happen. Alright. I'm going to put this one here. There we go. Alright, so now we have our 2 cards. And I'm just going to stamp image right in the inside and we'll be done for today. I'm going to use this cute party hat one for the inside. You'll see, put it in the inside here. I'm using Bermuda Bay again. I'm just get that stamp nice and inked. Hopefully it's not shaking too much when I do that. My stand is up a little higher today than usual, so we'll see. All right. Put him down here. I find the higher up my stand is, the more it rocks. All right, there we go. Look how these really are adorable owls. Okay, so that's our card for today. Now don't forget to check out that blog hop, and if you're looking to get the paper pumpkin, subscribe right away. And then don't forget to come back on Thursday for the catalog lunch party. We're just going to be highlighting some of the new products, playing some games, and just having a good time. So I hope to see you then. Have a great night.